Good morning, everyone. In the news, in News 24, there's an article that I want all of you to read from top to bottom. This is a piece that's written by Lucas Munting and Jean Redpath. Recent amendments to the existing regulations of the National Health Act will not pass constitutional muster, not least because their overbroad and sweeping nature infringes upon the separation of powers. I'm not going to go through the whole article. The headline of the article says analysis. Midnight health regulations are open to constitutional challenge. And anything is open to constitutional challenge. It's a far-reaching article, goes into a lot of detail, it makes a lot of arguments, and only the future will tell us whether the Constitutional Court will uphold anything these people might be seeking. And I just want to cover the last part of this article right at the end, and I want you to read it from top to bottom and really understand. They've gone through a lot of effort to explain the legal side of things with regards to the regulations. And it says here in the last two paragraphs, any provision which discourages people from seeking medical care for COVID-19 undermines public health because medical care does boost survival rates. As often it is the case that simply providing oxygen over a key period of infection can allow a patient to recover. In the case of COVID-19. As soon as it becomes known that a diagnosis of a notifiable medical condition can lead to involuntary isolation, and in brackets it says, which is a form of deprivation of liberty, close brackets, not only of oneself, but also of one's family and friends with whom one has been in contact, there will be a strong disincentive for people to seek medical care, drastically undermining public health. So this is a very strong argument that they are using here, saying that under our constitution it says that we have a right to public health and public health assistance, etc. And with the regulations that have been published since our government declared the COVID-19 pandemic lockdowns, what they are saying is that that has stopped many people from actually going to hospital with all sorts of conditions and ailments, etc. And that the regulations that have been published now and that the government aim at publishing will have overreaching effects, and that people will not go to hospital or even go to a doctor, being too afraid that because COVID-19 has been listed as one of these serious conditions, that your family might be quarantined, you, your wife and kids and everyone else. In the last paragraph, it says, indeed, the mere publishing of these draft regulations has likely already seriously undermined public health and has the last 2 years of similar provision applicable under the state of disaster. So they're saying that the state of disaster and everything, all the regulations that were published there has undermined public health. Furthermore, they likely will not pass constitutional muster, not least because their overbroad and sweeping nature infringes upon the separation of powers, which they discuss in a lot of detail. Now, it's going to be interesting to see if it does pass constitutional muster. Like I've said, there are sections in the Constitution that gives politicians the right to override all these rights that you have, and maybe Lucas and John hasn't looked at that part of the Constitution, and it's really unfortunate. And if you actually see how the Concord has ruled in the past and given politicians these powers, you will understand that there's a gray area that was created deliberately to give the politicians complete power over your health, over your safety, over your life. And we have to change the system wherein this is a reality. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you want more content like this, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to get notifications for new videos. In the description below this video, as well as in the first comment, you will find a link to this article so that you can go and read it. You will also find a link to all the other social media platforms where you can follow me as well as the community, where you can comment, see the other people's comments, and be a part of a community that is working to change the systems in the country that undermines our freedom. Thank you very much. Till the next video.